Hello friends, my name is Emile and welcome back to some more Gran Turismo 3A spec. Today we're continuing on with a Let's Play. This is episode 50.
With less
Yay!
Excellent. Anyways, today we're doing something about as fun as that intro is. We are heading, well, we're in the amateur league because of course we are. Last time we got these two major championships out of the way and now we have to go back to mundane. It's time for an Audi TT race.
Oh boy!
Which is kind of like...
all of the cars are going to have bubble butts.
Yes.
Time to drive a shoe.
It's kind of like it's kind of like the last Audi TT race we did, except we're using a slightly different colour of Audi TT this time.
Beginning to wish
That's
I wasn't
good.
featured in this part, but I'm committed now.
Guess what?
What?
This part is going to literally last about 20 minutes, so it's fine.
Good.
Oh, are you going full OP on this?
Yes.
Good.
Excellent.
The less Audi we have, the better.
Like, it's the
That
TT.
might be the plan.
No one likes
I
the
don't think
TT.
I don't think you really need the brake balance controller, unless you're gonna actively fuck with the brake balance. But,
I'm just chucking everything at the car.
So
He's
you
just
legitimately
going
don't give
full
a fuck.
Let the man go full tilt.
Alright! I can't wait to see
Let
what
the
this thing
man
looks
go
like when
through.
it's fully modified.
I've been
Hey.
stuck on 8 million credits forever and ever. I want to go to 7 million now,
Which means you're gonna go back up to 8 million after this race.
probably. I'll go up to
Hey,
9.
Emile.
I'll take 9. Yes.
Tell
Yes.
tell the viewers the story as to why the Audi TT first gen has that really ugly lip spoiler.
Because if it didn't
What
have the
was
lip
it?
spoiler at 110 miles an hour, it would fly. Literally fly, and I think about 5 people were killed by it.
Wow, really?
Less
Yeah,
sound.
that's why it has the silly little spoiler.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I know, the Audi TT would have been cool then, but... alas.
Things you might
No,
not
no,
know.
I'm more amazed that it actually went 110 miles an hour.
I mean, the 1.
You know, without braking.
The 1.8 turbo quattro isn't a terrible engine. Full fuckboy
But
tyres
It
are
went about
engaged, by the way.
2 meters.
Oh
It
shit.
went about 2 meters.
Well, you're not wrong.
But you're not right either.
Nah,
You're
I'm
just
pretty
you.
sure I'm right today.
You
Would
are
you consider
north.
him technically correct?
Anyways. Let's go
Alright.
full baller.
Oh
Let's
man,
not wash
we're
it.
changing the
Oh
oil.
yes.
We're not
We're
washing
changing
it.
the oil, baby.
Wash the car, dude.
Oh Billy. Oh Billy. Here we go.
Damn.
What the fuck?
What?
Thunder just cut.
Thunder died.
Thunder.
No, I didn't die.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
you
did.
You're not supposed to cut there.
I didn't cut. Don't cut. It's illegal.
There's trees inside.
Ooh.
Those are some
trees
pretty
inside.
swaggin' wheels.
Thunder, don't oversteer. You're gonna crash into a tree and die.
They're fucking ugly wheels. Anyways,
I love it.
there we go. 416
This is-
horsepower.
This is even better than that Lada I once saw that was stanced.
It's kind of like this Audi TT, except it's a different colour.
Bit worse.
It's like that
And-
TT,
and
except
faster.
a different color.
And I changed the wheels so I could differentiate it slightly. The Yaris is getting the same treatment when I have to drive that. Again,
Oh yes.
I'll just change the wheels on it. Anyways, we're going to Seattle Circuit, Special Stage Route 5, Trial Mountain, Rome Circuit, and then we're ending at the Deep Forest Circuit, so yay. Let's go.
Spoiler alert, they all have a slightly greenish tint to them this time.
Spoiler alert, they all have spoilers.
Spoiler
Man,
alert.
that's a spoiler alert right there.
Ouch.
Spoiler alert, we're winging the puns in this episode.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert. It's raining.
Hey,
We're
did
not
you know
doing
you
it.
do you know every single car you can use in this race?
It was one of them the Audi TT 1.8 Quattro Turbo.
Not in that order. Listen, it's the Audi TT 1.8T Quattro.
It's a boring car!
Because Quattro has to be written in lowercase. Also,
And it also needs to have a bubble butt.
I like it how they basically drive like front-wheel drive cars in this
That
game.
is the worst all-wheel drive system I've ever seen.
It is abysmal. To be fair, the Quattro system isn't even full-time all-wheel drive anyway. It is just like when the rear wheels, or when the front wheels start losing grip, the rear wheels start putting power down.
That's a shitty all-wheel drive system.
Yeah, for
you
anyone-
should have installed the active center differential. And
For anyone who hasn't
Tilted
played
that
Gran
shit
Turismo
elsewhere.
3, by the way, the Audi TT in this game does literally drive like a front-wheel drive car.
Gee, I think I wonder why.
Also, the gearbox is ridiculously
Really
close.
neat.
It's like it's how the Audi TT always drove, Kappa.
Was the TT available with front-wheel? I assume so.
Yeah.
Probably.
I'm not sure
I mean,
about.
unless of course, after a few model years, they're like, we're just gonna make this a standard feature and charge more money for it.
Because I know there was only 2 engines. I know there was the 1.8 turbo, which they decided wasn't good enough. So what they did is they put the VR6 R32 motor in it. And then the issue is Audi didn't really realise at the time that while, yes, you do gain about 60 horsepower from that engine engine does weigh 300 pounds more. So basically any performance like attribute you got, I think it was like half a second quicker to 60 and that was it.
Hey.
I mean, it did save the car from flying to the moon.
I mean, yeah,
It is
instead it
indeed the
made it
moon.
incredibly front heavy. Because that's what a VL6, or that's what... Because wasn't the R32 isn't a VL6, is it? It's just a V6, I think. I mean, I don't really care because the R32 Golf is just a barfing mess anyway. So.
Says.
R32 Golf, for when you want an Audi TT but you don't want to look quite as gay.
Well, it's still the official car of backroom blowjobs and probably anal sex in a fursuit, but that's a story for another time.
Golf,
Now that one goes back to the Mazda MX-5, mate.
Golf R32. We understand why you bought this car.
We know why this car exists.
Just keep telling yourself you're in it for the fandom.
Golf R32. Golf R32. When you realise your Mark IV Golf can't beat modified Metros from a start grid.
First off, why would you modify a Metro?
Yeah, I don't know.
Because you'd have to be an insane person.
Because clearly you do not. Because clearly your parents didn't love you enough, or they loved you enough to not buy you a Corsa.
R32, the official car of trying to gain your dad's approval, but he still secretly thinks you're gay.
Doesn't like me, don't you, do ya?
Golf R32, when you want to be AR12.
Golf R32, because it was the only car you could afford that has the letters R32 in it.
Golf R32, because your parents can't be fucked to buy you the real thing.
Golf R32, you seriously spent 20 grand on a Mark IV Golf?
Golf R32. Oh, you poor soul. You should have got the Mark V instead.
R32. Hey, wait a minute. Doug DeMuro didn't buy this thing.
Golf R32. Is Pepsi okay, but for cars?
2000.
But I like Pepsi.
Golf R32, the Pepsi Max of cars.
Pepsi 2.
But I like Pepsi, man.
2000.
Nah, it's a fucking Tesco value sugar-free cola you get for 17p. It tastes like rusty
Pepsi Max is
water.
quite nice, actually.
The Golf R32 is rusty water.
It's better than
Basically.
Diet
Golf.
Pepsi.
How about Moxie?
Golf R32, because you desperately want to look as cool as a Mark 1 or Mark 2 GTI, but yet you still don't.
It's actually probably slower too, now that I think about it. Didn't
Slower
they do
than
a
what?
head-to-head? Didn't they do a head-to-head with a Mark 1 Golf GTI versus all of the other Golf GTIs that were ever made? In like a straight line drag race, the Mark 1 won?
I'm not
sure.
I don't think so, no, because I think the Mark IV did... no, because that was a Mark V Golf it raced against, and the Mark V obliterated it. Because the Mark V actually...
The Mark IV was the one that was slower.
The Mark...
Oh.
The Mark IV's
Right,
the
my
one that
bad.
the Mark IV's the one that in one of the old Jeremy Clarkson DVDs lost a drag race to a Rover 25 with an automatic gearbox.
Wow.
I mean, it did have
I
like...
just thought of a Golf
That's like getting kicked in
R32
the
joke.
dick by your grandfather. That just hurts that much more.
Listen, the Mark IV Golf GTI is so limp that they basically put the R32 out as an apology note, And as well as that, the V5 and the VR6, which the GTI didn't have, were quicker than the GTI, which is supposed to be the best one. Work that one out. Hey look, I'm the only one who bought a blue Audi TT to this race. I bet I'm the only one with cool
Hey,
wheels
look, you're
as well.
special. Hey, look, you're special.
I'm the only one with cool wheels too.
Green one does look a bit like dog vomit, let's be honest.
I mean, they all look a bit like dog vomit. It's fucking Audi TT.
Yeah, but it's the right colour as well. It's the right shade.
That's like what I love about the Audi TT. Like, it doesn't even come in a good colour in this game. Like, this is just a special colour that you get for winning the last TT championship.
TT never ends.
I just thought I'd use this one because I don't know.
Because it
Special
looks
colour.
better than the red one, and the fact that, you know, you've already done the other races.
Well, I
So-
already used the red one, so I was like, I don't want to use the red one again because that
You
would be
basic-
logical.
I mean, if the red one would just basically be the Golf R32.
Well, the red one is literally like the same as this car,
Except
without-
the wheels on this one are better.
Yeah, and it doesn't. Then that one doesn't have an oil change. That's it.
Wow, the oil change actually makes that much of a difference.
Yeah. On the Viper, it gave it like 100 horsepower.
I remember that. I remember you just went full ham on that car and were like, oh my god!
Actually, do you know what I think it might do? Actually, the oil change.
What?
If this went from 386 horsepower, I think it might add 10% more power.
That sounds about right.
That would
That
make
does sound correct.
That'd make sense. So like the Viper
Yes.
gained
Yeah.
100-ish.
And
Ish.
also factor in the break-in period because new car and Gran Turismo, they were doing that with this one, right?
I
break-in
I
period, you drive
honestly
for a
don't
while
know.
and
I've never heard of the break-in period in my life. So
In Gran Turismo 4 and 5, it became a thing. Basically, I was running the Type X Red Bull or whatever the fuck that car was. So many laps around Nürburgring. I think I have over 40,000 miles logged in that car alone at this point.
Jesus.
It's crazy. But the point is, I would go through engine rebuilds like nobody's business, and I could see when, okay, this is how you get the most power out of it. You'd rebuild the engine, run it a little while, and then change the oil, and then you get even more power out of it. And feel free to correct me if I said anything wrong there, if anyone there's been
I think
playing
Gran
it longer than I
Turismo
have.
4 might have been the introducer to that.
I
'cause
swear,
don't
yeah, I
think this game
swear,
has it.
GT.
They did it in
after
GT4
X
because
amount
I
of
ran an
miles,
NSX
you just
in
lose
that.
power.
Yeah, so I know for a fact you'd lose power once your oil started getting dirty, and then you'd swap the oil out, and hey, there you go, you'd be good.
Yeah.
And every now and then you could do the chassis refresh to make
Yes,
it straighter and handle a bit better.
rigidity rebuild or whatever. The I fucking love the thing in Gran Turismo 2 where it like simulates the dealer lying to you about the hot car's horsepower. That's great.
Oh yeah, like the race spec mini where it's like, oh, it's only got a handful of power, and then you buy it and you get it home and it's like, whoa, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's like just like people always thought it was a glitch, and the developers were like, no, we did this on purpose. It's supposed to simulate them lying to you.
That's what
Because
goes in.
dealers
Hence
like
why
to
all the Japanese
lie.
cars have 276 horsepower.
Japanese gentleman's agreement, and then you get
Yeah,
it home
whichever-
and all of a sudden,
yeah,
hey, there's more power.
Yeah, the gentleman's agreement that literally no one stuck to. I think Honda were like the
Well,
only people that
no,
stuck to it with
no.
the NSX, and that was it.
No, that isn't true. Because what they did was they made all of the control bits that limited the car this big bright red fuse box under the hood, and they had a sticker on it that just said "Remove me" when you get home, and everybody just did that. That's literally what that's literally what they did. So they just limited all the cars to 276, and then you just pull out the fuse, and then boom, there you go.
Well, I mean, it was only a gentleman's agreement. It wasn't like, oh, hey, you have to stick to this. It was just like, we prefer you.
Yeah. Well, they call it the gentleman's agreement. I have a feeling they probably did that just to keep people from killing themselves, which probably didn't happen.
Yeah, well, you got to remember in Japan everything's just limited to 112 by default, so you don't really realistically need 276.
Nah.
It's like GTRs and everything. It's just everything's limited to 112. Seems to be a pretty easy limit to get rid of, a la like
Oh, yeah.
German cars.
Yes.
I mean, hell, you can pay. I love it how you can pay Mercedes £2,000 to remove the limiter on your car and put a slightly better limiter on it. And it's like, can't you just remove it?
No, it's a German auto manufacturer. They're gonna pay you to do an option thing, which you probably could just do yourself if you had like 500.
Yeah, like
to walk around
£2,000
a
to
breaker's
remove,
yard for like
£2,000 to move an
hour.
electrical limiters. Like,
Yeah, fuck off.
I know one of the guys in the RCR Discord was bitching and moaning about how he had to recode his brake system to work with his car's ECU, and he had to download a shitload of tools just to get it to work. And this is like a 01 330 Ci or something.
oh,
Well,
apparently
it was crazy.
apparently it's a Mercedes thing. Tavares was on about it. Apparently it's a Mercedes thing for if you hit the brake so many times, the computer will start throwing up failure, even though like there's no issue. It's just Mercedes wants you to go get the brakes changed at that point, and they want to charge you like $2,500 to change it. He bought like just like a $25 thing off eBay that was like literally just like tell computer to stop. It plugged into the OBD2, and yeah, it just told the car to not do it anymore, and it didn't do it anymore.
And my mother wonders why I don't want to buy a new car. It's for exactly that kind of shit.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Like-
new cars are boring as well. There's that.
That too. I mean, driving the Outback is just, it's terrible. Like, the throttle is literally an on-off switch,
hell,
and
these gear
it's so
ratios.
quiet. Like, you could be doing a 200k an hour just no louder than maybe a vacuum cleaner.
Hold up, I have an idea.
Oh no.
What?
What is your idea?
Did you check the active center diff? Oh. Oh.
Yes.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh, baby.
Right,
It's gonna be good.
listen,
Oh,
you fuck-
baby.
you're gonna understeer less, Audi.
Oh, baby.
He's having to resort to tuning in the Gran Turismo game. What is this?
Oh.
This is the most technically advanced Gran Turismo 3 Let's Play to ever hit YouTube now.
I know.
Emile, the deacceleration effect is going to make it understeer a lot more.
I don't care.
Okay, you're a funeral. Whatever. Alright, I guess.
Makes
I'm-
it
I
quicker
guess
in
you're
my mind.
Alright, you're the one who's fucking this pig. I'll let you do that.
It does kind of look like one of those pigs from fucking... Oh, Jesus Christ.
You've not thought about this, have you?
Please fix
No,
yourself.
he really hasn't. Emile, you... I tried to warn
Oh.
you, but...
Nope, it's improved. It is much improved, actually.
Oh,
There
hey.
you go.
How have you improved it by just doing that?
It feels
Simple.
a lot sharper.
The, when the rear diff locks, and the power is actually going through the rear diff, it makes the front wheels not want to kind of just push into a tree and hit the tree with the front end of your car. It makes the back end want to come out and hit the tree with the back end of your car.
Yeah,
That's how
only
it's
see
working.
makes
And-
sense because
and
you
as
don't see
Richard-
the tree that kills you.
Yes, as Richard Hammond put it.
Does sound more exciting now.
Mm. It's
The only
actually
thing
quite
is, you'll
fun.
notice the tack is quite strange now. It doesn't quite know what's going on. It's sort of buzzing around. It's not staying in one place.
I
Yeah.
can't really see it. The quality's kind of gone full
Slightly
potato
see
on
it.
my end because of reasons.
Listen,
I mean, mine is a half-baked
It's just
potato.
jumping.
all you gotta do now is come to the Krusty Krab. That's all you gotta do.
Is,
Did
You gotta
ever
go there
figure
and
out
put
what
the
that
money in the
song
bag.
was?
is that just as well?
No,
though?
the song's playing though, so
Jumping.
Oh.
I'll figure it out eventually. That rusty bridge is very low. Almost
Yeah.
like it's texture quality.
You're not the sort of person to be complaining about that, mate.
Imagine if this
What's-
game was on PC, mate.
What about sports song anyways from SpongeBob's?
I don't know. Sounds like it's a SpongeBob song.
What is?
There's a song that's playing right now.
It's the
Oh,
Krusty
in-game?
Krab one.
Yeah. Does that come on now to the Krusty Krab yeah song?
Mate.
Yeah. We really need to actually figure out what the hell song that was.
Yeah. Is the 3.2 Quattro in Gran Turismo 4?
I believe so.
Right, we're using that version of it when we go to... Have you seen how expensive the TT is in that game?
No.
It's like 50 grand or something.
Oh, fuck off.
I know, I'm not paying.
Oh, CJ, my dog. I'm
50 grand for basically a VW Beetle, just a bit tarted up. Fuck
I mean,
off.
it is literally a Golf, so. Mind you, by the time we get to them one make races, hopefully I'll have enough money, so we should be alright. I am going to slightly cheat in Gran Turismo 4 anyway. I've got an idea.
Ow.
How slightly?
I'll just do what I did with this game. I'll just play Prologue before and it gives us a little bit of a jump start. Basically gives you 100k
Oh, yeah.
at the start, but I'm not going to use it like for the first couple of cars because there's no point.
Nah, GT3 is one that gives you like 100 grand. And
It gives you
G4
10
for
million
all.
in this game. That's why I've got 8 million.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
talking about GT4 though.
yeah, GT4 is like, it gives you 100 grand and it finishes the first 2 licenses, but that's not an issue anyway.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to do those anyway, so.
First 2 licenses aren't particularly difficult.
Nah.
Hey, the best part about GT4, you don't have to do shit with fucking time trials.
No. Oh yeah, you do.
Really?
Yeah, the super license.
Yeah, super license, and you also have to do them
Oh, yeah.
occasionally in the other one. And the issue with that is you have the fucking pace car, and the pace car is just a useless bell end who like just gets in your way.
At
Oh,
least you don't
God.
have to touch arcade mode. Is the
Mate,
thing.
I overtook the pace car in a Citroen C3 and it failed the test because I overtook a GTR in a Citroen C3.
I've
Are you
had
kidding me,
that
Emile?
happen before.
No,
My little
that's-
cousin and I, no, literally, true story. My little cousin came up to visit and I was introducing him to GT4 and he's like, well, this is stupid that we have to go and do the license tests. So he went off to go do his thing and then finally I got to one of the pace car events and I said, like, bet you $10 I can hit that pace car. Never did it before. And it took me about 3 tries to do it, but I figured out how to just wonk into the side and just T-bone the GTR.
Yeah, you can do it in
That's
like a
great.
fucking Citroen because it just moves.
Yeah, that's about what
The
we
thing
did.
is, the
And then
pace
the-
car's supposed to adapt to your pace. That's what it actually does if you haven't noticed it. But like, if you,
It's
Yeah,
actually
it
supposed
did,
to, but
and-
I don't notice that.
yeah, it's
it
supposed
took
to
a-
adjust to your pace, but it kind of doesn't.
It
Like,
doesn't
it-
really shit
still
well.
It doesn't
does
really-
super
Slow
help with
mode.
it.
it isn't prepared for you to overtake it. Let's put it that way.
Well, I mean, it's got gobs and gobs of power and bright, shiny, flashing lights. It should be prepared for me to come in and then just kind of casually
no,
shove my
instead
whole
it's-
foot inside its ass.
I think
But
that's
no,
what
LRC,
has
instead it's running at like
276.
half power.
Half power. I think it has like no, actually no. The pace car version it has stock power, and then there's like
Yeah,
that
the
other version.
one without the lights. Has
The
one
like
without the
lights.
500.
The not pace car version is like
542.
400 horsepower.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's correct.
it's ridiculous.
Really makes you think.
Does it? Does it put your life in perspective? Does all around me is familiar faces kick in when you think about
No,
that GTR?
but well, no, but it
I've
does
never
when I
actually
think
heard
about
that
this
song.
fucking race.
Fiat, 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 Fiat. Anyways,
I wonder if we're in Italy.
Alright. That's the only time we will make that joke in the history of the series, and it's only because it's been 50 episodes.
yeah, there you go. You've had your release. Now get back in the corner.
I'm not dressed up like a trap and come inside your Subaru.
I was about to say I don't
About
even
Red
I don't
Sky
even
Huskies.
I don't even have the Fiat anymore, so no one can make that joke.
That's why I said Subaru.
Subaru in Posmibu. I saw someone vaping in a courser in front of me today.
Oh, what a surprise!
Yeah,
That's not surprising in the slightest.
Mako owns a WRX, right?
Mako's
Oh,
got a
is that more?
WRX.
Does he vape?
I don't know, but he's got like a 2015 or 16 WRX.
I have enough money I could reasonably go out and buy one of a dozen WRXs, but for some reason they don't appeal to me like they did 10 years ago. They're a really cool car to look at and think about when you're like 10 or 12 and you think you want to be Colin McRae when you have your license and have money, but now that I actually have money, I'm looking at it and I'm going, eh.
I mean,
Yeah.
to be fair, the US just got shafted when it came to the sports Imprezas. So.
Yeah.
i.e. quality was worse and you had to pay for radios, meanwhile we just get a bunch of special edition Impreza WRXs and people seem happy with that.
Exactly. Plus, there's also the whole cult of Subaru thing that I'd be
Cult
abducted
of
into if I bought a WRX.
Subaru.
Yeah. It's like, oh, you get to go to all the car meets and get to do all the things and household of Subaru.
You know
Get
you-
rid of that stupid Toyota.
No, you know you want that 2.5 RS with that splitter automatic transmission and outback wheels like you saw yesterday. You know you want that.
Give me all the crusty fenders. What's the hold up?
Oh Jesus!
Jesus
Hell.
fucking Christ. Oh, you can't say this. Oh god.
I like my Impreza.
I have a feeling if I actually got a chance to own / drive a WRX, I would quite like it. But the problem is that I wouldn't be able to just blaze the rear tires off it at will.
No, because you'll actually no, because the WRX you can be pretty mental on, and it doesn't really care. The Evos are the ones that you have to sort of be gentle with.
Yeah, I like the styling of the Evo more though. Controversial opinion. I've always gravitated to the
I mean-
Evolutions
For
more.
me.
You should probably just get out now, to be honest with you. Unless you're talking like 90s Evos, in which case, yeah, sure.
Yeah, 90s Evos. It's
If you're
like
buying an Evo
between-
6 Tommy Mackinnon, then yeah, sure, why not? But
I actually, if I have to go and buy an Evo from the 90s, I'd like an Evo 3. As weird as it
Evo
sounds,
3 is cool.
it's-
I see it.
The Evo 3 is my evolution that I
There's
want.
there's
Like,
one
if-
that hangs around here actually. I think Q's
Yes.
favorite Evo's the 3 as well. Nah, his
Give it to
favorite
me in
his
the
favorite
bright-
Evo's the 10. Everyone knows that.
Oh,
He
fuck
just
that model.
no, he hates the Evo 10, but it's quite funny.
The Evo 10 just... I don't know what the hell Mitsubishi was thinking when they restyled it. It was the same kind of what the fuck sauce.
I remember when
like-
that car. I remember when that car came out, and everyone said that was a really cool car. And then after like 2 years, it just disappeared off the face of the earth, and no one ever spoke about the Evo again.
The thing
Yeah.
about the Evo 10 is like, I'd really like it if it didn't have a back at all.
What?
Because it just completely ruins the car.
Have you
I'd
seen the
rather have
hatchback Lancers? They're weirder looking. They are.
No, I
Wait a
haven't.
minute. That actually made it past the concept stage and got made.
Yeah, the Lancer
Oh
hatchbacks.
god.
The,
Mitsubishi will do anything. Like,
go
they
go
do
look up the
Eclipse.
Lancer hatchback from like 2008 or something. You see a look. I tell you what, actually, while you look that up, I have noticed.
That is wrong.
Yeah, I have noticed something as of recently, right?
Mhm.
Oh god,
As I've been-
why?
When I got the Panda, right, I didn't think I saw any pandas around. And when you start driving around, you're like, oh wow, there's actually quite a few of these things, right?
Oh god, yeah.
I am still yet to see another Subaru, not even like a 2-litre R or anything like that. I've seen like a couple of WRXs, but that's it. However, do you know the one thing that I've started noticing more and more?
Well,
What?
What?
Base model Lancers. There is a fuck ton of those hanging around.
I don't think I've ever seen a base model Lancer.
They're okay. Like, if you... The problem with the base model Lancer is, unlike with the Impreza, like, they're not four-wheel drive or anything. But
Nah.
they are technically slightly quicker because...
Do see
No, I mean
fucking
that way.
do see fucking shitloads of just basic bitch.
This is... well, I mean, it explains why I've never seen one here in America and thought it was but a concept because, like, all of the number
thing
plates
is,
are European.
Lancer's that one. The guy in HG's got a Lancer. He's got the hatchback.
Who?
That guy in HG bought like that 2013 with like 1,800 miles on it. I forget his name.
Razor Toshiba. No, he doesn't have a hatchback. That's just the regular
No,
sedan
I
Evo
think he
X.
has the hatchback.
I don't think so. I don't know. I mean, I can ask him.
Ask him. I swear to God, he's actually got the hatchback.
Let me ask him.
But
Where the hell is he?
I will say the one thing I do kind of like with the base Lancers here is you can get them with leather.
Oh.
But the problem is the interiors on them are just like, I don't know what it is about Mitsubishi interiors, but Mitsubishi have never been able to do a good interior. Like, honestly, I would totally own a Mitsubishi Colt if it wasn't for the fact the interiors of those cars are just trash. That, and I kind of secretly would want a Smart 4.4 over a one of those. I don't know why. I kind of like the 4.4. It's a weird looking
Meh.
car.
Yeah. Well,
Meh.
what gets you up?
Meh.
I'm not saying like it gets my fucking like soul turning or anything, but like I'd drive like a 4.4 on a Mitsubishi Colt for sure.
There's like all you're into.
Those later model Colts, like when they stuck the more aggressive bumpers on them, they look pretty cool. It's just trying to find a 5-door in the right colour was an issue. Although interestingly enough, I parked next to one the other day, and I was like, you know what? I'm kind of glad I went for the Subaru over the Colt. I don't think I can go back to normal hatchbacks anymore. I like having the wagon. For no reason other than the fact that it's like, hey, I drive a big vehicle.
It's a fucking estate and you know it.
Yeah, I like driving it though, because it's like, half the reason I bought it...
The terminology, I'm being really anal here.
No, it's marketed as a wagon.
I don't give a fuck what it's marketed as.
They say it's this sports wagon. I'll tell you what it actually is. It's
It's a car.
supposed...
It's a people mover.
No, it's basically supposed to compete with a Ford Focus. That's what it's supposed to be. It's just supposed to be
Really?
a hatchback, but people call it sports wagon for some reason. I think on my DVLA
Because-
document it only goes down as hatchback, it doesn't go down as estate. I'll have to check, but I don't think it's registered as an estate. I think it's just a normal car. Or like a Focus or a
Stop hitting the wall.
Astra.
I
I know, I was itching my nose.
I also spoke about the blasphemous ideas I was having in regards to what I'd do with an Impreza if I got one, specifically WRX.
Yeah, you said you'd go baby driver, and I said I'd stab you.
Yeah.
I'm joining Emile on this one.
Yeah, don't fucking rear-wheel drive swap it.
Please don't.
Hey, you should be
Go, if you're gonna rear-wheel drive swap a Subaru, do it to an SVX, right?
Don't you touch my fucking SVX, mate.
Fuck off, no one likes the SVX.
I do! I'm the only
I remember that thing when it came into Forza and you were the happiest little sausage in the world.
Fuck
The
yeah.
SVX is cool.
Well, I mean,
It's
Emile,
fine.
you like-
The SVX is cool, but it's like it's not like it's just like a weird S13.
I mean, you like your shitty 90s fucking overhyped, well, not overhyped cars.
Something broke.
Nah.
What overhyped cars do I like? I like the RX-7,
Not overhyped, I meant to say underhyped.
underhyped 90s. Oh, 3000 GT, yeah, fair enough.
Yeah. To be fair though, the 3000 GT1 turned on the SVX due to the fact it was available in manual as well.
Yeah, 3000 GT is cool.
It's cool enough. Has a massive wang.
Yeah,
The only model I give a shit about.
I think the only one anyone remembers is the VR4 because they were front wheel drive, but like no one cares. It's all about that rear four-wheel drive lift, yo. Anyways,
Good
congratulations. That trophy looks slightly different to all the other trophies I've won so far.
Wow.
Anyways, let's go
Steering
find
wheel.
out what colour of Audi TT I'm gonna win from this.
You're gonna win a color.
Actually, are they all Audi S4s? Yes, they are.
Yep.
Yeah.
And you got a
And
green one.
it's in dog shit green.
I've already used.
That's more like booger green.
I mean, I've already
It's more
used.
like,
That
just
one.
more like grass green.
I've already used an Audi S4 in this LP, but
Well, I've got some news for you.
Using another one now, boy.
I ain't.
Fucking hell.
Anyways, yeah, cactus green. I actually don't mind the. I actually don't mind the green. Anyways, there's the one we used
So
last time. That one's in Ming blue. Great name.
You could
Anyways,
start up an Audi Mafia with these cars.
yes. Anyways, next time we're not going to be using an Audi, so join us for that. Until next time, farewell.